2, 1, or whatever when it starts. Okay, hey, this is X Cult Baby with another awesome video, and today I'm collaborating with two of the awesome people that I met at Faithless Forum. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Atheist T-Girl, go ahead.
Oh, wait, I thought you said awesome people. Anyway, hello, everyone. My name is Atheist T-Girl. I also go by Alanis. I have a YouTube channel, started a little bit after January. I first started it after reading Kent Hovine's doctoral thesis. He was someone who used to come by my church every year, and I believed him. And after reading it, I couldn't believe I was falling for it. So I started making refutations to him. Then I noticed that other people on the internet doing the same thing. And so I've moved on from Ken Hovine to doing other reaction videos to Christianity, also doing research on various things requiring skepticism or logic. So right now I'm working on doing a MST3K style version of an old 50s, watch out for the homosexuals, they're going to get your boys.
Nice. Thank you very much. All right. Misplaced Faith, sound off.
Yeah, I'm Misplaced Faith. Unfortunately, I'm not fully comfortable, using my, showing my face on camera yet. Maybe one day I'll be working towards that. But I left Mormonism a couple years ago, and I guess my channel started up just this year. It took me a while to decide that it would be worth me adding my voice to I guess to the community and letting others hear my story. I guess what I wanted to do was answer some of the questions that since I left Mormonism have been asked by nearly every one of my friends who knows that I'm now an atheist. And so I thought, maybe somebody else who has these questions, who hasn't allowed themselves to think about them, might benefit from somebody like me sharing my experience. So that's my goal, and I'm really happy to be here. It was great to meet both of you at Faithless Forum last week.
Yeah, it was awesome to meet you guys too.
It was very fun to meet y'all.
Yeah. And pretty much as soon as I started like networking and stuff at Faithless Forum, I knew like I gotta collaborate with some of these people, with some of these awesome people. And I love both your channels. I've watched a few of your videos. I really like your content. I like your voices. I like what you're putting out there into the world. And I hope that you feel the same way about my channel. And I think that's what got us all together, right? We were all like, man, you're doing cool shit. I want to get with that.
Absolutely love your channel, especially your atheist readings of the Bible.
Yeah, same here.
Thank you. Those are my specialty. Okay, so what we're going to do today, the reason that we have all come together, is that I have compiled a list of weird, stupid, crazy, dumb rules. And I've gotten them from 3 different places. The rules that I have compiled come from the Bible, the Quran, and laws in the United States. So we are going to play a game to see who can get more points correct. I will read off a rule, and you guys will guess if you think that that rule is from the Bible, the Quran, or a United States law. Does that sound fun?
We're going to see if my Mormon background is going to inhibit or prevent me from getting a lot of these right.
Well, I mean, the Mormons kind of follow the Bible and the Book of Mormon, right? But there's more emphasis on the Book of Mormon.
No, that's true, but more fairly said, if it's in the Book of Mormon and the Bible, then I probably know it.
Okay. All right. Okay, this will be fun. And I will try to keep score as we go. See who, and then at the end we'll tally up the points, and the winner gets
the no prize.
Yeah, that sounds good. The winner gets eternal life in heaven.
Thank you.
I've really been in need of that.
Yeah. So in other words, you get nothing. But oh well. It'll be fun anyway. All right. Let me see. Okay. The punishment for adultery is 100 lashes and year-long exile. Is that from the Bible, the Quran, or a United States law?
Well, the Bible, I believe, says death, so I'm going to guess the Quran.
I have to agree with that same thing.
You are both correct. It's the Quran. All
Okay.
right, you both got that one. Let's see. These were really fun to collect, by the way, because
Oh
some of these
gosh.
are wild. Some of these are wild. All right. It is illegal to eat chicken with utensils. It is illegal to eat chicken with utensils, not without, with.
That's going to be America.
Yeah, you figure? Where in America, if you're going to guess America? Because if you guess America, you have to give, like, a location.
If I were going to guess, I would have to say probably either Texas or Louisiana because they're pretty big into their fried chicken. So
That's fair. That's fair. Misplaced? What do you
I
think?
so I'm out here on the West Coast, so I don't I'm not super familiar with the area where I think this might come from, but I'll have to default to Kentucky.
Kentucky, like Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you were both right that it's a U.S. law, but you were both wrong about the location. It's Georgia. And according to the article where I got this from, it was actually like a stunt that they made this law that you have to eat fried chicken with your hands. But it's like, we have such big issues to worry about as far as like legalizing stuff in America, and they just pulled this dumb shit where they can just be like, "Oh yeah, it's illegal not to eat fried chicken with your hands." Like, what? How
Yeah,
did that pass?
sounds like a commandment to me.
Yeah, shit. Okay, let's see. Bum bum bum. All right. If you have a slave that doesn't want to be freed, give him an unsanitary ear piercing.
oh gosh, I know that one. That one. Oh, do you want to try first, Misplaced?
Yeah. So let me go first, so I can get it wrong. I think I would have guessed. I would have guessed that was from the Quran because I'm not familiar with that one from the Bible.
Okay, that is going to be from the Bible, and it's really bad because if you did do it, generally you did it because your previous owner still owned your wife or your children, and that was the
Right.
only way to stay with them.
Right. So in what is it, like Exodus or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
It basically says that if you have a Hebrew slave after 7 years or something like that, you're supposed to let them go free. But the slave might want to stay with you. But the only reason the slave might want to stay with you is if you married your slave off, and now he's got a wife and kids, and if you free him, he's not going to be with his family anymore. So yeah, so you might want to do it.
But that was the less harsh slavery that they had
Oh
in the
yeah,
Jewish
that's
times.
I I hate that people really do try to justify like biblical slavery. Like that is so stupid. You own another human being. End of story. It's wrong. Like end of sentence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I'm doing some coming to Florida. They're doing the Make America Straight Again conference
Oh
during the
no, I saw about that.
during
Oh
the
god.
Orlando Pride, and so I'm
Yeah.
doing research on 5 of the pastors mentioned in the video. And Steve Anderson,
Yeah.
everyone loves him.
Oh
He,
god.
I saw a quote from him saying, when you read the Bible, you think, well, that stuff's not for today. You try to figure out how to get it with your worldview. When I read slavery, I read that it's right, and then I got to wonder how to make the world see it as such.
That's so backwards. Like when you take something and make it your moral authority, even though it contradicts what you actually think is moral, you're like, well, I just have to find some way to justify how that's actually right, instead of just being like, maybe this is wrong. Foolishness.
I can't even believe that there's something called Make America Straight Again. I'm
Yes.
still trying to recover from that.
I know.
It's if you get a chance, go watch Surus. He did a video on it.
Okay.
And he has a very good review of it.
Yeah. I'm also looking forward to your video too.
Oh yeah. That'll be a hot take, I'm sure. Oh boy. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. It is illegal to eat birds of prey, pelicans, swans, storks, or bats. Where'd that come from?
I'm gonna go with Bible on this one.
It's the Bible, and it includes bats as a bird.
Yeah, it includes bats. That's why I included that one, because I wanted to make fun of the Bible for including bats as a bird. Because that's dumb as shit.
Well, I can see Ken Hovine. Well, it's a bird kind.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Bird kind. Okay. I can't even think about a Christian apologist sometimes. I'm just like, how? Never mind. Yeah.
It's important if you're trying to get the right like EVs and IVs for your Pokemon to know what kind they are.
Yeah, that's what you need to know. Technically, bats and birds are both flying types.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. It is illegal to spit on the ground. Anybody?
That is America.
Yep.
I thought I knew the state. I want to say Atlanta, but you already used Georgia. So maybe New York.
It's an A. It's an A. I'll tell you that. It's an A.
Alabama.
Misplaced, what do you think? Give me a location.
Yeah, I'm just gonna think of another A. I guess I'll go with Arizona. But I do think it's a law, a state law.
It is Arizona.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
You can both get the point because you both said it's a U.S. law.
Well, my grandparents live in Arizona. I've always noticed how nice and spit-free the streets are. So
my grandparents also live in Arizona, but I never noticed how spit-free the streets are.
My grandparents also live in Arizona. It turns out we're cousins.
This isn't going to turn out to like the Parent Trap, and we're going to flip over pictures. But that's my grandparents. That's my grandparents.
Well, oh man, that'd be really funny. But oh gosh, okay. So here's another rule: it's illegal to travel alone, but only if you're a woman.
Oh,
that's gotta be the Quran.
That's the Quran.
Yeah, all of the ones that ended, but only if you're a woman, are like, oh, that's the Quran. Almost all the time. If it ends in, but only if you're a woman, is that illegal? Then it's probably the Quran.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was kind of a no-brainer. Okay, any body hair removal is illegal, including plucking your eyebrows.
Oh.
Stepping it up a little bit.
Yeah, I may be getting confused with Samson, but my inclination is to guess it's the Bible.
The Bible says that sometimes hair removal is that was only if you're I want to say a Nazarite. That you made a vow not to take off your hair. I don't know if that's the Quran or the United States. I'm going to go with the United States.
Okay, so Misplaced, you said Bible. Atheist T-Girl, you said U.S. It's the Quran!
Man. Oh, man.
Yeah, so I have this ex-Muslim friend, and we had like an hour-long discussion. That was actually my first collab video, but for some reason, none of my audio came through on the recording at all, so it was totally wasted. But it was a great conversation, and I learned a bunch of weird shit about Islam. Among other things. But yeah, you're technically not allowed to like pluck your eyebrows or anything like that if you're a Muslim. It's not weird. I mean, I'm sure I have seen videos of women wearing hijabs getting their eyebrows waxed and shit. So I know that it still happens. But technically, you're not supposed to.
That would explain why Osama bin Laden, when they pulled him out, he had like the big bushies and the
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's see. Oh, this will be fun. Atheist T-girl, I know you're gonna get this one right away.
I'll
But if a woman grabs her man's junk while he's fighting another dude, her hand should be chopped off.
Oh, yeah, no, this is a fun one. That's the Bible for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
Because that's what's important. You know, when it comes to domestic violence, what's important is that if a woman touches one of the fighting men's genitals, that's what should be punished.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That totally makes sense. That one was such an obvious one, though. I mean, come on. That's such a, like, if it's weirdly specific, it's probably the Bible.
True.
Okay,
You can eat animals that chew cud, but only if they have a split hoof. If they have
Right.
an unsplit hoof.
I remember when I was little, my parents made me do this research project, and they took a bunch of weird laws in Leviticus and made us all research why they might make sense. And I had that one, I think. And I came up with something like basically rabbits eat their own poop. So it's unclean, and it makes sense that they're unclean. Or something like that.
Yeah, I had that talk too about why these were the laws. They might seem silly, but they help to keep everyone safe because no one figured before the Bible that, eating pig raw would kill you,
He doesn't tell them to, like, wash their hands, though.
Right.
It does, but only after 3 days of ceremonial cleansing.
Yeah, not, like, just before meals.
Well,
Which
but,
would actually make sense.
Growing up warm, I never had to worry about actually answering the questions because if there was anything I didn't know, I could just pray and know that God would tell me when I'm ready for it. So all I had to do was have faith.
Oh, great. Well, I would say that faith was misplaced.
It was.
Oh,
yeah, I would say. All right. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. It's illegal to engage in a duel.
That's U.S.
I'm going to go with the Quran.
It is the U.S. Where do you guys think it's from?
Oh, I thought that was everywhere.
No, this is a specific law in a specific place.
Let's go with New York.
No, they're always fighting up there. I would have to say somewhere like California.
It's Kentucky.
Hey, there's Kentucky.
Yeah, it got in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Let's see.
No, so with that one, I remember in Hamilton, they have that line where they left New York to go to New Jersey to have a duel.
Everything is legal in New Jersey.
So that's why I thought it might be New York.
They probably outlawed it at some point. I mean, now I want to know, like, is it legal to duel in New York? Like, can I go and pick a fight with somebody and be like, pistols, done.
Yeah.
So Denny's parking lot. Oh, this is a fun conversation. Okay. It's illegal to own a dog.
Oh, that's the Quran.
I'm going to have to guess the same thing.
You're both right. It's the Quran. Isn't that wild? Why not? I think that my ex-Muslim friend said it was something like bad spirits like dogs or something like that. Like demonic type spirit entities, something like that. They like dogs or they inhabit dogs or something of that nature. Islam is a very superstitious religion.
It is. They believe in genies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, jinns. That's what it was.
But hey, the Christians believe that there's angels and demons literally hacking each other to death over them. So.
Oh my gosh! You know who's also super superstitious? Jehovah's Witnesses. They believe. Yes. They don't believe in ghosts, but they do believe that demons are real, and they believe that psychics are like connected to demons and they talk to demons and that's how they know things, as opposed to just being able to cold read people, which is extremely more plausible. Or they Google people online before they meet them. I mean, oh my gosh. The funny thing is, when I was out of the religion, but I was still mentally in it, like I'd gotten kicked out, but I still believed what I was taught. My fiance's brother is actually a paranormal investigator, and he would talk about ghost stuff, and I'd be like, I don't fuck with that.
Oh man.
Because I was still like, that's demons and shit.
Yeah. No, so I saw Telltale's video recently where he talked about some of the like weird beliefs that people have, and he did mention that Jehovah's Witnesses like don't even buy things from yard sales because they might be possessed.
My aunt had like a demon possessed desk or something that somebody in her family bought, and they had to burn it. They really do believe that shit. Like, Jehovah's Witnesses will always, like, if when they're out preaching, they'll stop at yard sales, but they'll also be like, but be careful.
Yeah.
You know? Because who knows? There could be demons in these people's houses, and they could be selling them off in the fucking teddy bears and shit. Yeah.
So what's that movie, Annabelle, or the one with the doll? Was that maybe a Jehovah's Witness propaganda film?
It could be. It could be. Oh, goodness. Okay. You can't sit where a menstruating woman was sitting.
I'm gonna guess Bible on this one.
That one is a Bible.
There you go.
Correct. Although it's just as misogynistic as some of the Quran rules. But, you know. I mean, I was told that all the stuff regarding menstruation was also for, like, the Israelites' safety. Mm-hmm. You know, it was like a practical health thing. But realistically, if they are sitting on rags, if they have, you know, stuff to soak up the blood, what's the issue? Unless, like, I couldn't sit anywhere where I saw a giant spot of blood. But like, if that was the case, but apparently just sitting anywhere that a menstruating woman was sitting, even if there is no visible harm to doing so, will make you unclean.
Well, back in the Christian church I grew up in, it was still somewhat believed men would not go and get their women feminine products and stuff.
What?
Because
I honestly have never understood that you know, that kind of like trope, you know, where guys are embarrassed to do that. I've never understood that because it's just like a normal thing.
Nobody thinks it's for you, dude.
Exactly.
If you're buying tampons for somebody, people are going to assume that person is your girlfriend, aka they're going to assume you're getting pussy on the regular.
Yeah.
So why is that a bad?
It's only incels that think that that's embarrassing.
Honestly.
It's better now, but I'm a bit older than y'all, and yeah, back when I was younger, that was quite the thought among a lot of guys.
I can't believe that. I mean, I believe you, but yeah.
That's wild. Now, I would understand being confused in that aisle, because I'm confused in that aisle sometimes. I'm like, what the hell am I looking for? What do I need? There's a lot of shit here.
Wings? What, are we flying away with these things?
Right. Like, what the hell are these? But, yeah, it's just wild. The attitudes towards women and menstruation haven't changed as much as you'd think over the years.
No.
I still used to be able to scare my little brother with, like, an unused, totally wrapped tampon. Like, I just had to be like, it's a tampon in here. And he's like, ah! Oh, okay, let's get another one in here. It's illegal to kill a thief caught in the act, but only when the sun is up. You can kill as many thieves as you want at night.
Oh. I want to say the Bible.
I'm gonna guess Quran.
It is the Bible. It's the
Okay.
Bible. All the overly specific ones are the Bible.
That's
Honest.
right. I forgot the rule.
Because what the hell is the point of that? If you catch a thief thieving in the daytime and versus the nighttime, I mean, what is the difference? Literally, what is the difference? Also, seems like killing is kind of like, whoa, like, chill, but still.
I could try to justify it, but what would be the point?
Yeah, that's I wish more apologists thought like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. We can agree on that for sure.
Thought like that. I could try to justify it, but what would be the point?
I'm going to keep my gum locked up during the day, but at night that's going to be right on the table, and I'm going to be sitting with my Smith & Wesson just waiting.
It's the purge.
You know. Okay, let's do another one. Oh yeah, it's illegal to use a catapult.
I'm gonna go U.S. on this one. That's a United States law.
Quran.
It is a U.S. law.
Oh.
Where though? Where?
Texas.
Yes.
Texas.
I'm going to say Arizona.
It's Colorado.
Oh, okay.
You're allowed to own a catapult. You just can't use a catapult.
Well, what's the point then?
I don't know.
If I'm going to own a catapult, I'm going to use it.
And what are they doing at the end of 6th grade science if they're not making catapults?
That's true. What are they doing? Probably still volcanoes.
Yep, volcanoes.
Soda volcanoes.
But if you have a catapult, I'm going to be like, take the trash out at night.
Yeet. Okay. Okay. It's illegal to collect seaweed at night.
I'm going to go with U.S. again.
It sounds very specific. I would have to say the Bible.
Okay.
It's the U.S.
Oh, no.
I know. But where in the fuck do you think it's illegal to collect seaweed from the beach at night?
Florida.
I'm gonna go with.
It has to be coastal.
I'm gonna have to Arizona. No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with California.
It's New Hampshire. We all forgot New Hampshire existed, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fair though, right? New Hampshire's pretty small. All right. If a guy suspects his wife is cheating, he should take her to a religious leader who will make her drink holy water mixed with dirt he found on the floor.
Go ahead, Misplaced.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate you giving me the chance when you know the answer. That's very I think that's good actually, because then I'm not just leaning on you. But I would guess Quran.
No, that's the Bible.
Dang.
Yeah.
The first Planned Parenthood was the Bible.
I think the point of this is that drinking holy water is supposed to make her confess or something?
No, what it was is they were saying if she was innocent and it was really the baby of the father of the husband, she wouldn't miscarriage. If it was an adultery baby.
What the fuck? Oh, damn. That's dark.
What are the ingredients in holy water?
Apparently cyanide or something. Jesus. Oh gosh. Oh, the Bible's so fucked up. And I know that I keep saying this kind of thing, but how did I ever read this and was like, this is good? Mm-hmm. Which is the whole point of my Atheist Bible reading series, is just to be like, how did I ever think this was good? But
like I did that 3 WTF stories. I'm like, when you look at them now, you're like, what?
What the hell is this hot garbage?
Jesus called that woman a dog and made her call herself a dog before he'd help her.
Yeah, that's some bullshit, man.
Yeah.
He's a dick. Oh. Okay. If your son is a rebellious drunkard, he gets the death penalty.
I'm gonna guess Bible.
Let's see. I know the rebellion can get you the death penalty, but I don't think drunkard. That's going to be Quran.
It's the Bible.
Oh.
It's the Bible. Yeah. It's in Deuteronomy.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I mean, it was rebellious, and then like a bunch of other traits were also thrown in, like he's rebellious and stubborn and a drunk and doesn't listen to his parents, then stone him to death. I didn't want to mention that it was specifically stoning him to death because I feel like that would have given away that it was the Bible. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
the Quran, they just used the sword.
I remember learning about stoning to death, and as a kid, I was like, "Wow, that's just like an extreme game of dodgeball." And then getting older and finding out that's not how they did it. They would literally like bury you to your head, and then people would throw stones at your head.
Shit.
And I went from wow dodgeball to what the fuck?
That's fucked. Oh, why did we ever think this was good? Okay. It's illegal, or at least very difficult, to report rape.
All three of them.
I know! But specifically, I will say this one's from the Quran. But it kind of low-key is all three.
Okay.
High key.
If you got raped in a city and you didn't yell, you better not report it, or you're getting killed yourself.
Pretty much. I mean, in the Quran. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's the one I was thinking it might be, the one from the Bible, but yeah.
So in the Quran, in court, a woman's word is only worth half of a man's. So you need 2 female witnesses to equal the testimony of 1 man. And since usually there aren't any witnesses to rape, if a woman is like, hey, that dude raped me, and he's like, no, I didn't, that's it. That's the whole case. You're done. Ain't that fucked?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, it's not funny. I laughed because there usually aren't witnesses to rape, but that's not funny. That's
no,
just terrible.
I understand what you're laughing at because it's just ridiculous. It's absurd.
The Scientology, was it Scientology or Jehovah's Witnesses? Jehovah's Witnesses, they have this rule that the 2 people have to witness a crime.
Yeah. So with Jehovah's Witnesses, and I thought of that too. Jehovah's Witnesses have this rule where if somebody commits a sin, not a crime, a sin, because that's more important, is if God doesn't like it, then if it's legally okay. If somebody commits a sin, there have to be 2 witnesses to it or a confession. So if the person doesn't say that it happened, then 2 people have to have witnessed it for it to be legit. Or they have to have really good evidence. Like if they have like a screenshot conversation, that's basically the same as a confession, But like in the case of, for example, a child molestation, you're not going to have 2 witnesses to that pretty much ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that has been a big, big issue, believe it or not.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's a fun little thing in the Jehovah's Witness community. Whew. But yeah, they also have something similar to that. Okay. It's illegal to marry someone of a different religion, but only if you're a woman.
If only if you're a woman, then Quran.
Yeah. Men can marry women from other religions and basically make them Muslim.
Convert.
Right. But if you're a woman, you can't marry a non-Muslim dude. That's not how that works. Not how that works. Okay. Let me see. I think I've gone through just about all of these. Let me see which ones I haven't gone through. Aha! It's illegal to work or dance on a Sunday.
Bible?
That's going to be the USA, because the Bible was the Sabbath, which is a Saturday.
I was wondering if you would catch that.
Ooh.
Technically, the Sabbath is on Saturday. That is a law in South Carolina. I don't know if it's
nice
in
catch.
Yeah.
Another thing y'all probably don't remember, but I remember a little as a kid. A lot of stores and stuff would not be open on Sundays because they would call them the blue laws. You couldn't open up a store on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, Chick-fil-A is pretty much the only place still doing that. And fuck them. So, man, it was so hard for me to stop eating at Chick-fil-A.
What was
like,
it?
their chicken tastes so damn good. Those waffle fries are so damn good. But they're actively funding anti-LGBT organizations. I can't give them my money because that's where it's going. Ugh.
I saw a Facebook post about this kid going in for brain surgery, and he wanted Chick-fil-A, but it was a Sunday. And it was a feel-good post because the Chick-fil-A opened for him and got him Chick-fil-A for Sunday. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is the gay version of that story where, what if there's a little boy and he's about to die, but he wants to say the N-word? Is it okay if he says it? Here's a gay version. He's about to go to brain surgery. Can't he just have Chick-fil-A on Sunday?
That's funny as fuck. All right, let me tally up the scores. I'm trying to not include the ones you both got wrong and both got right. Okay. 1, 2, 3. It was a tie.
Hooray! We both get to go to heaven.
Amazing. All right. Well, I hope that this has been fun for everybody.
It has indeed.
This will definitely be the longest video on my channel when I post it, but gosh, it'll be so worth it. I'm sure that anybody would devote 37 minutes of their time to watch us fooling around and talking shit.
I've watched Steve Anderson talk for 30 minutes. I can guarantee you this is a lot funner.
Yeah. I would hope that we're more fun than Steven Anderson or Jordan Peterson or any of those other wackadoos. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, I'm glad we tied, because that's always fun. But it's important to remember that nobody wins, because people really believe this shit.
Ooh, that's a hot take.
Yeah, I think he wins because he came up with that answer.
No, nobody wins, and that's
you're right.
That's what this is all about.
People
we all lost, yeah.
So that's what we're here for.
Even with the U.S. laws, somebody made that legal. People voted for that.
Yep.
That's sad. So we're sad for not only the U.S. government, but for religious people. So.
Yeah.
Would you mind if we mention our channels one more time before?
Yes, go for it. Absolutely.
Hey everyone, again, it's Atheist T Girl. If you look me up on not Facebook, YouTube, it's Atheist space T-Girl. Or you can find me on Twitter as Atheist_T_Girl. Why they don't allow spaces, I don't know. But that's what you can look me up. If you're trans and wanting to talk about a story about your name, I am currently taking submissions to do a series of videos about that. I'd be happy to hear from y'all.
Brad.
Awesome. And I'm Misplaced Faith on YouTube, on Twitter, Misplaced_Faith. And feel free to subscribe and follow. And also subscribe and follow these two individuals because they are awesome. And X-Cult Baby, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. 3 more till 100.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice. Let's
so
get
I hope
T-Girl to 100.
I hope when you premiere this, I get a couple of follows from you. So.
Oh, you better. Because if y'all don't subscribe to these two fabulous individuals, I'll be mad about it. Like, I will literally be mad about it. I'm going to go find you on whatever social media you have, and I'll be like, why the fuck are you not subscribed? What's wrong with you? These people are awesome. They make awesome content, and it was a joy to have you both on. Seriously,
It was a lot
this
of
has
fun.
been so
Thank
much
you.
fun. This has been so much fun, and of course, I will have links to your channels and your Twitters in the description of this video. So easiest way to find them is just do a little clicking. All
You're
right.
awesome.
And if you haven't
You're awesome.
subscribed to her, but somehow ended up on her channel, you better hit the bell and subscribe.
Yep.
Yeah, you better. All right. I'm going to do the tagline for my video, but you guys can do yours first if you want to.
Well, so far, the only one I have is, and as always, have a great day.
All right. That's good, though.
I don't have one.
You don't have a tagline?
Not
Okay,
yet.
Well, we'll come up with one.
Okay.
I want to see your little avatar with a tagline.
You got
ASAP. Your next video. I'm XCult Baby, reminding you to go free yourself. Thank you for watching.